6 pounds. This year he's third at 120. And then Hugo Harp, the state champ, a dominant state champ last year at 220, back at 220, but he falls in the semifinals, comes back and gets third place. In the team race right now, it's a race. We thought it would be 3 teams. It looks like it's now down to 2. The Smyrna Eagles, 205 points. The Milford Buccaneers, 194, and then they fall back to Sussex Central, 170. Cesar Rodney, 142, and Sussex Tech, 109. And there's 7 Smyrna wrestlers in the finals, 4 Milford, and 1 head-to-head, and that's at 106 pounds with Giampetro and Messick.
That's a good one. Their first battle was just a couple point difference. I think 1 point difference at the Milford Invitational. So that'll be a good one for us.
So, folks, we're waiting. They're going to bring out the wrestlers. We're going to hit a couple timeouts here and pay some bills, and we'll be right back with the Henlopen Conference Championship Finals.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Sodell Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Sodell Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Sodell Concepts on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
And welcome back to Sussex Central High School. And Jamie, let's go through these. Lineups right here. Let's start tonight. We're starting at 126 pounds. Tazon Knight, the junior, versus Smyrna's Jackson Alchokachi, 126. What do you see there tonight?
It's going to be a lot of fireworks. Alchokachi's all fired up, coming off of a big win, the dual state tournament, and then another big win over Primo early. So this is going to be fireworks. Right, and
then turn mine down a little bit. Sorry, folks. And then we move to 130 pounds. The number 4 seed, huge surprise tonight. Amir Pierce, he pins Javon Saffold. That was who's going to throw the refrigerator and kitchen sink first in that match.
Sure.
Yeah, he's from Smyrna. He's going up against Anthony Caruso, 3-time state finalist. And then we move to 138. Nick Nattercola, the senior from Smyrna, up against Isaiah Jenkins. Now, they've had 2 matches before. Both have ended in falls. But Jenkins, he looks big.
He does look big. He looks pretty good this tournament. He's having a heck of a tournament.
Right. And then we'll move to 145 pounds. He's a 2-time defending conference champion. He won a state title as a freshman. That's Jackson Dean of Cesar Rodney. He's going up against a big, strong kid from Lake Forest, Seth Fleming.
Seth Fleming, I've got to see him wrestle a few times this year, and he's exciting. Jackson's been around the block a few times, and he's no stranger to the state or to the finals here. And
then 152 pounds, Gabe DeGraffenried, another Cesar Rodney wrestler. He's a senior. He's up against the junior from Cape Henlopen, Andre Curry. Curry was a finalist last year, but ran into Jackson Dean. So tonight, DeGraffenried, these are 2 pretty athletic kids.
Sure are.
And then we'll move to 160 pounds. Gage Copes, the junior, and Riley Tracy from Cesar Rodney, the senior. They have 1 match. It was not a dual meet. That was at a tournament where Copes won and has the advantage. And then we move to 170. I see this as an exciting match tonight, Damien. It's not any of the big schools in there, but it's Gabe Evans, who squeaked by in the semis, the number 1 seed from Dover, up against Trey Hatfield from Sussex Tech. And Hatfield impresses me.
Well, I'll tell you, Evans he caught my eye at a dual meet a couple weeks ago and kind of hit the radar, and I'm pretty excited about this Evans kid as well.
And then at 182, a guy that's dominated his way through the season so far. He's been number 1 ranked since day 1, JT Davis of Smyrna, and he's going up against Sam Arkawilly. He had a 10-5 decision over Chris Hanlon, who was a conference finalist last year.
Wow, this is a tough weight class. JT coming off of a number 1 seed last year, didn't have quite the state tournament he wanted, hungry for a title this year. Right.
And then we move to 195, a guy that's kind of been up and down in the big matches, Mike Wright. He's back in the conference finals. He was a state finalist years ago. And how about this? number 6 seed, Mason Wilson from Smyrna. He knocked off the 3 seed, Billy Ott, and then he knocked off the 7 seed, who knocked off the 2 seed, and it was the 195 bottom bracket was crazy mixed up.
Wild weight class. We thought Wilson, heard people talking in the stands, they thought Wilson was going to go nuts, get a little bit excited after his big win, and he just walked off like he's a professional. And then another upset here. Here was one of our first upsets. Chris Thompson of Lake Forest, a junior, he knocked off the defending state champ 11-4 in the semis. He's going up against Anthony Diaz. Anthony Diaz with a 3-1 overtime victory against Andrew Hawkins, who was a state finalist a year ago. And Anthony Diaz just finds ways to win matches. He sure does. He'll slow down the pace and then just find a way to win.
Right. And then we go to 285. It's a rematch of last year's conference finals. Senior Jamie Shermer out of Sussex Tech. He was the runner-up last year. He's now the 1 seed, and he's up against the sophomore from state finalist from Cesar Rodney, Kevin Hudson. This is another good match. These guys have gone back and forth. If they stay on the pace, it's Hudson's turn to win.
It's going to be a fun one to watch.
There we go. Move to 106 pounds, and here's a guy that you get 6 minutes out of, Gabe Giampetro from Smyrna up against Corey Messick. And, folks, I mean, a lot of people think Giampetro ranked number 1 in the state since day 1, that this is a cakewalk. But the Milford Invitational, week 2 of the season, Messick threw him to his back to start the match.
Yeah, I believe it was 5-0 to start that match.
Right, and then we move to 113 pounds. Jack Toady, he's dominated as a freshman this year, and he'll be up against Ian Shabak of Indian River. Toady pinned him in the regular season. And then our final match of the night, and wow, how'd they draw this one? I don't think this was drawn out of the hat. I think this was by design. We're going to move Joey Nattercola, state finalist at 106 last year. He is the number 1 seed. And he's going to go up against Will Rain, the number 2 seed, 2-time state finalist, losing to Zach Spence both times.
That is certainly the feature match
of
the night.
And we broadcast the Henlopen Conference Finals, and this is why. When you have 2 state champs battling back in their conference tournament to get 3rd, just to get seeded good for the state tournament next week, because these places are important now.
They sure are. A 3 or 4 seed out of this conference going to be a 3-4 seed in the state tournament.
That's right, absolutely. So, folks, we're waiting on the wrestlers to come out. We're going to take another commercial timeout here from the Sussex Central High School on 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell with Damian Creighton, and we'll be right back at you with some championship matches. And welcome back to Sussex Central High School, folks. We're going to cut away to the public address announcer as he gives you tonight's starting lineups.
Take on the junior, King Blue, record 23-5, Andre
Damien, I'm looking at a packed house tonight here for the conference championships. Not everybody stayed home and watched 302 Sports, huh?
Yeah, the whole town certainly here.
Yes, we have a packed crowd here, so let's go, folks. We're going to start with the first match of the night, 126 pounds. And here are your participants. Tajon Knight from Indian River. He's a junior, 36-5. And he's up against Jackson Alchokachi from Smyrna. And he's a senior, 22-7. And we're underway with the first whistle of the night. One of Alchokachi's advantages, I think, is his height, but during the season and length. But, boy, he's got one just as tall tonight and Tajon Knight.
These two evenly built.
Right. And you'll hear me and Damien talking about some of these kids in their youth. Damien, he coaches the Smyrna youth program, and I coach the Henlopen Hammers. And right here, Tajon Knight, right off the bat, a former Henlopen Hammer. He's in on a shot, tries to sub up. Alchokachi going heavy leg on over top.
So it looks like a man in a stalemate.
Oh, no, Knight comes out with it. Flip funk, and that's still no takedown.
This is trouble for Alchokachi.
And there's a takedown for Knight.
Tajon comes out strong.
He goes up 4-0 to start the match. And Alchokachi, the more experienced wrestler. But Knight, now he's got a deep half on that right side. And lets it go. And 4-0 lead with 40 seconds to go here. Cut back, and they're out of bounds. 39 on the restart. But Knight came out firing away, Damien.
He sure did. Nice lead here in the first. Goes up by 4.
His father, Toy Knight, was a conference champion back in the day. Outstanding wrestler. So he's got the pedigree.
Out of Sussex Central, I believe?
No, out of Indian River.
Indian River.
Yeah. Switch attempt by Al Chokachi. Mat return by Knight. And we're just about 30 seconds left in the first period. You know, it's nice to come out and fire off a 4 right off the bat, and what's what we think is going to be probably a tight match.
It does give you a little bit of breathing room.
I think this is Knight's first conference final. He's a junior. And this play, there's not many seats here, Damon. And there's an escape, and they go out of bounds. 4-1.
Nice re-attack by Jackson.
And they're going to be on the gym floor, and Knight's going to be down. Yeah, appears to be holding his shoulder. I think he hit the funny bone, and it ain't funny. He went elbow right on the gym floor. And he's sitting right up to the right of our table. And he's coming up. So under 10 seconds left in the period. Al Chokachi gets the escape. Hits a couple push-ups. Ready for business, looks like. He's back on his feet. So Knight covers a little sportsmanship there with Al Chokachi with the handshake. And we're back to under in the first period.
Whoa.
And somebody's bleeding, it looks like. So we're going to go from injured time to blood time. Then Knight's got to be careful there. He found blood and then turned his back while the whistle was live.
That's scary.
Yeah. Yeah, Smyrna came out this week. They came off fresh off the state title. Sometimes you get a letdown there. They didn't let down at all. They put 7 guys in the finals.
Yeah, good roll going into this tournament.
So here we go. Back underway. 5 seconds to go in the first period. Knight leading 4-1, and that's how the first period is going to end. With a 4-1 lead for Knight. Move to the second period. And Al Chokachi will go down. Yeah, second period underway. Knight, big tight waist there, Damon. Gets that chop and breaks him down. Chokachi comes to his feet, and he's going to get the cut and score 4-2. So Knight looking for another takedown here. Chokachi in on a shot. Knight circles away. And have 30 seconds gone in the period.
I like how Chokachi's unfazed by that 4-point.
Right. And Knight doesn't want to relax right now. I think he has to stay on his offense. He's wearing a throwback Indian River singlet, too, by the way. That thing's got to go back to at least the 80s, 90s.
It's always fun when they do that.
Right. Under a minute to go here in the second period. Tajon Knight, 4-2 lead. He'll have choice in the third. It'll be interesting where he goes now. Chokachi's pretty tough on top.
He is.
45 to go in the second period. Al Chokachi in on a double, stalling on Knight, and a takedown ties up the match.
Big takedown on the stall call. Tajon's got to be careful here.
Yeah, he's got the stall warning, so he's got to rise back to his base. He's approaching 25 to go in the second period. We're starting tonight at 126 pounds. And let's say Al Chokachi, he's trying to work the ref here for us. Stall call, a little wrist roll, but he's not quite willing to come off the hips yet.
Oh, when he gets the stall on
he gets the stall call.
Now you're Tajon, what are you thinking for the third?
I think you got to go neutral again. I mean, you went out there and hit 4 right off the bat. And they're going to go to the bottom position, 5-4. Third period, Al Chokachi leads. And we're going to get a bottom caution. And rises to his feet. Chokuchi gets the leg in. Wow, Chokuchi able to scoot around. But I think Knight is under that far side leg. Just a little bit of elevation and hip in here. And there's your elevation.
Jackson wins with the high hips. Ooh.
And we're going to get a potentially dangerous. And this will be a second injury timeout, which is going to give Al Chokuchi choice.
Thinking Al Chokuchi's going to pick bottom.
I would hope. Yeah, I would think. Yeah, he got out pretty easily twice already. And I think that's what they just told him. We're going to go bottom position. Tajon Knight, 35-5 on the season. He got to the finals with a pin in 23 seconds over Gavin Manning of Woodbridge. Al Chokuchi 6-1 over Mike Primo, the third seed from Cesar Rodney. He's 22-7 on the year.
They just wrestled a barn burner last week at the duels.
That's right, yeah. 26, number one in the state is Poor from Caravel, the freshman. And back to his feet with 1:39 to go. Al Chokuchi is going to take bottom. This is the crowd I've seen in the conference finals in quite a while. Got a nice crowd on hand tonight, and you can hear them through our mics. Knight looking like he wants to go cross-face cradle. He is a leg rider, but he hasn't shown it here in this finals. Under 1:30 to go. Third period, 5-4 lead for Jackson Al Chokuchi. And here comes the leg on the far side. And going to work on the top half on the left, looking for a turn here with 1 minute to go.
Quite a bit of time.
Now he's got 2 boots in. And now he arches and stretches them out.
This is no fun position.
No. And we're going to get a stalemate. 49 seconds to go. 49 seconds, 5-4 lead for Al Chokuchi on bottom for the Smyrna Eagles. And he gets that crossface, trying to lock it up there on the tricep. The IR crowd behind us, they want a stall call.
They sure do.
Al Chokuchi comes back to his base. 25 seconds to go here in the match. Looks like Knight might have a reinforced. Cuts it back. Unable to get the back points.
Almost had an armbar. Al Chokuchi wants to control those hands here in these last 12 seconds.
And looks like he's going to get a late reversal. 7-4, and that's a championship for Jackson Al Chokuchi of the Smyrna Eagles. And we're going to move to 132 pounds. Amir Pierce for the Smyrna Eagles. He's a surprise guy here tonight, coming out of the 4 seed with a big pin.
Very exciting pin for him there in the semifinal.
And he's going up against Anthony Caruso of Cape Henlopen.
Caruso, a state champion as a freshman.
Won it as a freshman, and then 2 runner-up.
Pierce with a quick leg attack. Pierce with a finish.
Pierce is hard to take down. He can get out of some pretty.
And a locked hands call. That's a tough call here in the first.
Right off the bat, yeah.
Escape to neutralize.
Big mat return by Pierce. Pierce in the gray for Smyrna. And, that's a Merkel.
He's got it.
And gets one. I don't know if he got 2 swipes or not. No back points, 2 reversal, 3-2.
Caruso with a nice
he gives a little tilt of his own.
Well, if he signed on for action, he sure got out of this match.
Yeah, he did. And look, Pierce comes back out on top again. These two are throwing it out there, Damien. And 2 more back for Caruso. He's now up 5-2. And he's down on 2 legs. And out comes Pierce. Flip funk by Caruso.
Reversal and back.
Can they keep this pace for 6 minutes?
I sure hope so.
And another reversal. Is that an escaping reversal there? Scoreboard's got 8-4, and we're going to go out of bounds with 13 seconds left. Coach Aaron Harris wants to know if they got any back points. I guess that's going to be a no. He never answered him. So 8-4 Caruso, 13 seconds left here in the second period. And little Granby roll, but time runs out. So we move to the second period. And Caruso will take bottom. 8-4 lead for Anthony Caruso. He's in the bottom position here to start the second period. You know, Pierce, he does most of his damage either from his feet or from bottom. He's very dangerous.
He usually does it early in the match.
And escape for Caruso, ready on a shot on the edge. And Pierce with a funk. And 2, and we go out of bounds. And an 11-4 lead for Caruso. Second match of the night here at 132 pounds. 11-4, Anthony Caruso leads. Caruso, as you said, I think he's won 1 conference title and 1 state title, but he's been in the state finals 3 times. Lost last year. Cameron Hayes of Cesar Rodney, the 3-timer.
Having an impressive career so far.
Right, Pierce coming over from Dover, transferred. He was at Dover last year.
Nice addition to that Smyrna lineup.
Yes, it was. Kind of just what they needed, really. .35 seconds go here in the second period at 132. And Caruso getting a good ride here, a little high 4 action. Yeah, I've noticed, Damien, you ride parallel, you can get called for stalling, but they rarely seem to call it in that high 4. And you're still sometimes riding parallel, yeah. But no stalling here as he's plenty of action trying to get on top, and then trouble again. Reversal late for Pierce, makes it 11-6, and he'll have choice. So we move to the third, and it's Smyrna choice.
Smyrna picks neutral.
So 2 minutes on the clock, 11-6 lead for Anthony Caruso. He's in the black singlet for Cape Henlopen. Pierce takes neutral. He's got him in he's a big thrower. He won off a headlock in the semis. Caruso in deep on a double, tripping. Pierce looking to go double over, and going to get taken down. 2 more for Caruso. And 2 more for 2 backs. 15-6. And going to give him the free release. 15-6. Shot in by Pierce. Switches off to a double. Runs him to the mat. And takedown for Pierce. 15-9. Jeez, 24 points on the board.
One of the most exciting 15-9 matches we've seen.
Yeah, we're going to get a stoppage blood time on Caruso, looks like.
Let's see what Smyrna's thinking when they come back from this break. Possible neutral.
Right, yeah. And he's a big thrower. He's down 6, so he's got a minute 7. He's got time for, a throw and maybe a takedown. But I'm surprised because in the semis when Pierce put Saffold to his back, he ended it right then and there. Tonight he's thrown him to his back twice and not even gotten any back points. So, unable to settle in. Coach Aaron Harris there in Smyrna's corner. He is the conference coach of the year. Smyrna won the state title last weekend. And then next weekend at Cape Henlopen High School, individual state titles on the line. A lot of excitement and I would say passion here this weekend, Damien.
That's a good word.
Yeah, some passion.
A lot of passion here at the Henlopen Conference.
Yeah, always is. The meat grinder.
Very knowledgeable fan base.
All right.
And Pierce goes for the cut.
I like the gamesmanship. Make him get down first. Get down, get back up. And he's in on another shot. And they go to the edge and out of bounds, no takedown. Minute 2 on the clock. Pierce still has a lot to get in the tank.
He sure does. This is early in the season. He might not have been able to go at this pace. He's keeping a great pace.
The fans want a caution on that. Not going to get it. Caruso's in on a double, but his head's stuck underneath. 45 seconds to go in the match. 16-9 lead for Anthony Caruso. And that's going to be a takedown for Pierce. Makes it 16-11, and they're cutting him.
Now he's got no more leg attacks. It's going to have to be something big.
And he went, as you said that, he dropped down for a leg attack. What do you know?
What do I know?
20 to go here in the third period. 17-11. They're going to go out of bounds with 17 ticks on the clock. 28 points on the board in this match.
Who would have thought?
Really? Shot. Good head of hands defense by Caruso.
Could we see 2 more before this match?
Oh, my God. And that's how it's going to end. 17-11 for Caruso. Anthony Caruso out of Cape Henlopen. He wins his second conference title. And these guys, you can just tell they're fatigued, but they put it all out. They wrestled for 6 full minutes.
That was a fun match to watch. Usually a score like that, one guy really took control, but that was fun.
We're going to move to 138 pounds. Nick Nattercola, the senior, 33-5, the number 1 seed. He's up against the number 2 seed, Isaiah Jenkins of Laurel, 27-6. He's a junior.
Nick Nattercola had one of the best careers of, I'd say, all time for the Smyrna program.
And boy, they're going one after another here, Davey.
Sure.
Underway at 138 pounds. Jenkins in and looking to dump and gets it. Take down Jenkins.
Jenkins comes out strong against the state champion.
Jenkins from Laurel, Southern Division School here in the conference.
Cohen does not want to stalemate here. He wants to finish this.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like Nannercola looking to scoot behind. These two matches already this year, both are very early in the season. And they go out of bounds, and Jenkins almost made a mistake there. Good thing that was on the edge. That could have cost him. Trying to throw him right there on the edge. I think he was trying to actually throw him out of bounds. 49 seconds. I told you, Jenkins is a big 138-pounder.
Jenkins' body language says he wants this match.
And he's going to cut. Give him the free release and right back in on a shot. This is the Laurel Bulldogs' only finalist.
Nannercola runs him over.
Yeah, he just runs him over with the hips. Jenkins able to scoot out of it.
Nannercola, big thrower. He's dangerous in this situation.
Oh, Jenkins going to crack down here. And locked in the crotch is Nannercola, but he steps over. Got a little scramble here on the edge. Under 20 to go. Jenkins just needs to step over, swim out, and get that crossface. And we're going to go out of bounds with 10 seconds. Still neutral. Referee Eric Buxton on the call, right on the action there. And the first period ends. We move to the second period with a 2-1 lead for Isaiah Jenkins. And Nannercola is going to go bottom position here in the second.
I believe Nannercola is going for his third conference championship.
I think you're right, yeah.
Actually, the OW last year at this tournament.
Jenkins missed weight, I believe, last year. Did not get to compete in this tournament.
Tough way to see.
Right. And we get a stall call. They look like the temps to me. But referee Eric Buxton doesn't agree. He's the one on the mat with the stripes. Cut back by Jenkins.
Jenkins in trouble on this one.
I believe when he pinned him at Milford, it was in a neutral position. I don't think he ever got the takedown. It was just some funky position like this. And that's going to be a reversal for Nannercola. He's up 3-2 here in the second period. We're at 138 pounds, 2 champions crowned already. Approaching a minute to go, second period. You know, where does Jenkins get? He's not going to get rid, and he's going to get the escape and go 3-2. So, end of my thought on what he does third period. Shot by Nannercola. He is in deep on a single. Brings it back to Sitson, looking to go low leg cradle. Gets the takedown.
Takedown to 2 backs. Yeah, 2 backs.
There's a whole lot going on there, wasn't it? 7-4, 30 seconds, or 9-5, 30 seconds to go.
Interesting cut for Nannercola with 30 seconds on the clock.
Right. And this time Jenkins in on a high crotch. And under 20 to go, second period. Tell you what, we have action early on in this tournament, this finals. Maybe the big guys will give us some of these high-scoring matches too.
I sure hope so.
And we're going to end the second period. Moving to the third, 9-5 lead for Nick Nannercola.
Quick story about Nick Nannercola. He was 7th grader. He's 14-14. He's talking about quitting the sport. Stays with it, comes out, and wins himself a title as a sophomore.
Wow.
Defended his third conference title here.
The runner-up last year. And number one, he's currently ranked number 1 in this weight class, but he's got a buzzsaw out of Salesianum coming up in the state tournament and Harry Latch.
He does, former junior level teammate Harry Latch.
Right. Coach Aaron Harris checking the score here. And it's going to stay 9-5. Here we go, third period. And another free release. So he's going to make it 9-6. I guess Natacola is starting to feel a little confidence on his feet.
Maybe the competition between him and his brother.
Right. His younger brother will be coming up at 120 at the end of the night. He'll be going up against two returning state finalists square off at 120 tonight. And Joey Natacola and Will Rain of Indian River. 9-6 lead currently here for Nick Natacola, the senior, on the edge. Looks like Jenkins wanted to go dump, but Natacola holding that far wrist. Oh, nice little move there by Jenkins, able to pull and not get called for fleeing the mat. And we're going to go back to the center. Minute 10 on the restart, 9-6 lead for Nick Natacola over Isaiah Jenkins. And we're going to get a whistle off false start on Jenkins.
This is a big match because the next weekend, the loser of this match is going to be going against Harry Latch.
That's right. Oh, double leg by Natacola. Jenkins rolls it through. Natacola comes right back out on top. No score, though. Under a minute to go. And this is about the position that he pinned him in the Milford Invitational. Jenkins giving nothing up here. 40 seconds to go. And going to get the takedown. 11-6 lead for Nick Natacola. 30 to go in the match. And Jenkins' head goes to the mat. Now he comes back up. And 10 seconds ago, it looks like Nick Natacola is going to win his another conference title. And another one for the Smyrna Eagles tonight. They came in only a 6.5 point lead in the team score, but they've won their first two of their first three. So I believe we're going to award some. Yes, they are. They're going to award. It was time to set the scoreboard up. I mean, they were throwing these babies off. So we're going to move to 145 pounds. A guy we're familiar with, Jackson Dean, the two-time conference champion, state champ as a freshman, committed to the University of Penn. And Jackson out of Cesar Rodney High School, 32-5. He's the number one seed. He's up against from Lake Forest, Seth Fleming, senior, 31-3, and the number two seed. I believe he was a conference finalist last year as well. Jackson Dean, he's kind of the total package, wouldn't you say, Damien?
Not fair to ask me that question. I'm a big fan of Jackson Dean.
Right.
Yeah, good student, great person, absolute fantastic athlete, and he puts the work in. He's driving all over the place to get the workouts in to get the best competition. So, yeah, to say the least, I'm a big fan.
Jackson Dean. And Fleming. Well, they got award two-way classes here. But Fleming, big, strong kid. You got to be careful. You don't want to fall to your hip with him up on your shoulders.
He's got a good motor. Is Fleming down a weight class from last year?
Yeah, I think I think he was 45. He's at the same weight class, I think. And he had a little bit of a descent. It was late December, maybe even January before he got to 45. The Lake Forest Spartans, this is their first of two finalists. As we wait for the parents to get their photos down there of the podium. And underway at 145 pounds, Jackson Dean in the white and royal blue And Seth Fleming in the Navy in the Penn State looking uniform. Jack Dean, almost throws him to his back. Nothing there. Snap down.
Hard snap down.
Yes, it was. And throws him right to his back. Take down Dean. And getting this way. And he can pin from here. You know, he's one of those guys who's methodical and quick. You know, a little bit of both.
You think you're safe, and all of a sudden,
yeah, boom. Third in the state last year, state champ as a freshman. He's moved up one weight class each year, gets another set of back. He's up 7-0. He was the outstanding wrestler here as a freshman. And two more back. Just a minute into the match, he's put 9 points on the board. Look at this, cross-face cradle coming with 45 to go.
Everyone knows that's his go-to.
That's right.
No one seems to be able to stop it.
You know, at the state duels last week, we just saw how impressive Natacola was. And Dean beat him, 5-1, 6-1.
5-1. That was a tough one to watch, both these guys out of the same junior program.
Right. He might get a tech here in the first period.
I did get to have a conversation with him early yesterday. We're talking about, not just winning the tournament, but who's going to be the potential OW candidate. And I think he's putting on a show to put himself in that position.
He's just a turn away. And he's going to get a tech fall here in the first period. So Jackson Dean, tech fall, first period. With just 1 second left on the clock, 15-0. And he's your champ at 145. Now a three-time conference champion.
He really stepped up this year with a sixth-place finish over at the Ironman and seventh-place finish at the Beast. And he's having a heck of a run here.
So we're going to move to 152. And there's your competitors, Andre Curry and Gabe de Graffenried. De Graffenried out of Cesar Rodney. Curry out of Cape Henlopen. Curry will be in the silverish color singlet here.
Talking about Pierce benefiting Smyrna with the transfer, it looks like
De Graffenried coming from Laurel. De Graffenried in a high single. And take down De Graffenried.
Weight class is interesting. The number one seed at the state level is a freshman.
Yes, Nick Hall. Your second Cape Henlopen Viking here in the finals. Andre Curry was a finalist last year. Lost to Jackson Dean. And De Graffenried, I think, was third last year. Third in conference, third in the state, I believe, out of Laurel. So minute 19 on the restart.
That's likely to happen next weekend at the semifinals as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, interested to see what happens with this week because the two have never met. If De Graffenried wins, they've been number one, number two all year, but they've not met all season. So Let's see who gets that top seed. Hall does have an in-state loss at the Beast of the East. Yeah. So that could be enough to earn DeGraff and Reed the #1 seed. 2-0, approaching a minute to go here in the first period. Gabe DeGraff and Reed of Caesar Rodney up. With a Granby roll by Curry, he scores one, and it's 2-1.
Not quite enough pressure on that head lever to keep Curry down.
Right. And on the edge, out of bounds. The DeGraff, another guy. He's another. Got to watch that cradle, just like Jackson Dean.
Yeah, I can imagine a lot of cradles in that practice room.
Yeah, you think?
Curry, just a junior.
Right. Oh, in on the low single is DeGraff, and he comes up, comes around the backside. And 15 seconds to get the takedown, and he does. That was textbook high-level stuff there, Damien.
I like those back trips. Much cleaner finish.
And Andre Curry, he's the cousin of Tajon Knight, by the way.
Yeah, former hammer as well?
He was too, yeah. If you're in that family, you were a hammer, trust me. There's a lot of them, the Drummonds, the Knights, Strattons, the Currys. 4-1 lead for Gabe DeGraff and Reed. We're at 152 pounds, and he's going to release them 4-2. And DeGraff and Reed, he brings athleticism, leverage, height, and quickness all in one package, as we saw that on that last low single.
He does. He's been impressive this tournament.
Yeah, we're going to get a finger to the eye. 4-2, minute 37, second period. You know, now in college, that's a point.
Yeah, that's Soriano's match
right
against Oklahoma State. They ended up losing on their hands to the face.
Right. I wonder how long before it comes down to high school. As DeGraff and Reed gets one to the face, so we're even. Minute 20 to go here in the second period, 4-2. These two guys slowing things down a little bit. Like, whoa, easy on that pace, guys. Big guys are rolling around.
I think JT Davis can put some points on the board.
Yeah, he has no. Yeah, exactly. But he doesn't do his 2 at a time. He does his 5 at a time. You know. Usually his takedowns, he's right up top trying to get some backs. 52 seconds to go in the period. DeGraff and Reed stuffed on a shot. And we're out of bounds with 48 seconds on the restart. Curry's showing a lot of motion, a lot of juking and level changing, but hasn't really fired off a hard shot yet. DeGraff and Reed 4-3 win in the semis over Dalton Deavy. Curry with a 5-2 decision over Devin Pearsall. And in on another single is DeGraff and Reed. Curry tries to back pick it, but that leg's jacked up too high.
Another back trip.
Yep, another back trip takedown. I like how he goes to that far shoulder to pull it on the back trip.
That is textbook. Might have to invite him into our room.
There you go.
Show that to the younger group.
Nine seconds to go here in the second period. And Curry comes to his feet, and DeGraff and Reed's going to take him right to the edge. 3 seconds to go.
That was smart wrestling with such short amount of time on the clock.
Yeah, you don't want that. We call it zone. You don't want to give up those points because you can't get them back until the next period. So we're going to move to the third. Gabe DeGraff and Reed, he's up 6-2. And he's going to take bottom. And Curry going to put him up. Interesting. And Curry has not had a chance to ride in this match. But he's been taken down 3 times, and he's going to put him on his feet.
Yeah, I thought that might be a 30-second shot.
The Graffenried, much like Dean, he's just so smooth on his shots and finishes. Curry, now he's in on a shot, trying to get backside.
That was a very nice shot.
Right, but the athleticism of the Graffenried.
Wow, no points scored there.
I mean, he just yanked up at Merkel and, almost got behind. Ankle pick attempt by Curry. Didn't quite get the head to the knee. And that's a lot of length to try to pick there. Try to get that head down to that knee.
He opened up wide.
Yeah.
It was again.
All right.
Curry moving very nice.
And I got a stall call on the Graffenried. With 1:05 to go.
If there's anything else the Graffenried could have done with that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to defend your attacks. And shot quick off the whistle.
It goes right to the cradle.
7-4. And he's going to give him the free release. 8-4 to Graffenried. This time the Graffenried able to stuff it with the hips. And very smart coming back, staying in bounds with 40 seconds to go. And we get the stalemate with 37. End it, yeah, get another, you score and end it. Double leg by Curry. Big Wizards, rear standing.
Oh, and a possible flee. Yeah,
and they're going to call stalling. 30 seconds to go.
This is important for the Graffenried. He's giving Curry an opening here. He's going to walk into the state tournament next week. So, a lot of confidence.
Right.
I like Curry's push here.
Curry in on single this time. And the Graffenried able to stuff it. Under 20 to go. And body lock by the Graffenried. And he gets in on a shot. High crotch. A little bit of action go behind by the Graffenried. And 5 seconds to go. We're going to restart. So action hot and heavy here so far tonight, Damon.
I like how these guys, Curry really tried to push the pace here in the third to make up those points. And he's potentially scores last.
And that's going to end at 8-5 for Gabe to Graffenried.
I have fun these guys are going to see each other next week.
Yeah, I agree. So we're going to move to 170 pounds. This could be a good one. For the Milford Buccaneers, Gage Cope Jr., 28-4. He's the number 1 seed, and he's up against the number 2 seed, Riley Tracy out of Caesar Rodney, 25-7, the senior.
Got to watch Cope kind of grow up through the ranks here. He was.
Yep. He's a former Henlopen Hammer.
Funny, you thought coming out of junior high he'd be 170.
He has slimmed right down, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He bought in last summer and did the Mawa series and bought into the summer wrestling, and he was a Mawa, I think 5th place, I want to say. But he wrestled right up until football season. So we're going to do another weight class here? Yeah, Damien, those stall calls could have been the pace set by the first matches. Those guys went after it.
You're right. They slow the pace down here. Maybe the referees hold the calls a little longer.
In 6th, from Jordan Passwaters. In 5th, from Smyrna, Bryce Mulligan. In 4th, from Sussex Central, Brandon Green.
So I have this right. The top 4 from each conference are auto. And
top 4 gets the auto bids. And then after that, it's up to the committee. I guess they use a little bit of track wrestling computer technology. Not quite sure how they get it done.
It takes some of the guesswork out, though, having everything on track.
That's true. Folks, at the end of the night, we'll pick a Sodell Concept Outstanding Wrestler. And we're underway. Tracy in the Cesar Rodney blue and white and gold. And Copes in the Milford Buccaneer maroon, white and gold. These two have one meeting, I think 6-3, won by Copes at the War on the Shore. Did not meet in the regular season. Copes, he jumped on the mat one after he beat Tracy, and then he beat Baneri from Carava, who was number 2 at the time. And found himself ranked number 2 in the state behind O'Connor from Del Castle.
Yeah, Mike Copes having a heck of a season.
Yes, only a junior. Shot by Copes. Stuff. I thought we got a reshot there. And they go back to the center. Copes usually likes to shoot from space, but Riley Tracy, he's forcing the elbow ties here and making him clear his arms, slow him down a little bit. And there's an ankle pick by Copes and going to get the 2. 2-0 for Gage Copes. The younger brother finished 6th at 132. Mat return with a deep half. And then the younger brother may be the best of them all. Trevor Copes, with the middle school champion as a 6th grader this year, pinned his way.
He's been giving us fits.
He's a tough kid. So under 20 to go here.
Wow, deep arm bar.
Gage was like 150 in 3rd grade.
He was big. He used to
right.
wrestle.
Yeah, he used to wrestle heavyweight. And got a little taller and slimmed down. So 2-0 lead going into the second period for Gage Copes of the Milford Buccaneers. And Tracy going to defer. Copes will go bottom. And escape for Copes, 3-0 lead. And Tracy's he's like one of those slow starter guys. He's once he gets it going, he gets it going. But if Copes keeps up the offense, he's not going to get a chance to get it going. Minute 30 to go, second period, 3-0 lead for Copes. Shot by Copes, stuffed. And Tracy, no reattack there. I think Tracy would like to get something on the board here going into the third.
It's important points here.
Right.
This last minute in the second period.
He's had several reattack chances and just hasn't taken them. Minute to go, second period, 3-0. And like you said, these two could be 2 and 3 next. This could be a semifinal possibly.
I don't want to think we're biased, but there's quite a few 2 and 3s, 1 and 2s coming
right.
out of this conference.
Yeah. Shot by stall call against Tracy. Shot by Copes in deep, but able to stuff him. Looking body wizard here with 30 seconds to go. Needs to pry that elbow, but he's going to suck the hips in. And he's going to get a stalemate with 21 to go.
Well, Rigby out of the seat. Here's how important these points are here in the second. Tracy is senior wrestling in his last conference tournament.
Last one. Under 10 to go. Throw by Gage Copes. And we're going to go to the third period, 3-0. It'll be Tracy's choice. And they're going to go bottom. 2 minutes on the clock, 3-0 lead for Gage Copes. Tracy in the bottom position. And two of the most historic Henlopen Conference programs around, Emmons Smyrna and Sussex Central. And there's the point. Now it's 3-1.
It's Coach Trey out of the seat. He knows how important it is. So many guys wait until those last 20 seconds to get it going.
Right. Copes going down to that 2-on-1. And Copes not showing as good a position as he was early in the match. So now he gets back in a better stance. Tracy does have a stall warning. Copes none.
Copes doing a good job holding center.
Yeah, he is. He's starting to hold center man. He's getting a better. Like I said, he came out of position a little bit. Now he's back in there. Minute 5 to go. Re-attack by Tracy. He's in. Copes able to scoot the hips away. Under a minute to go. Looking to go behind. He's got the ankle. And gets the takedown. 5-1 lead for Gage Copes.
That was an important takedown to kind of put exclamation point on this match.
Right. And, you know, Connor, he wins his matches on his feet. So this could be an interesting match next week. Cut by and shot
Tracy
by Tracy.
Nice shot.
Got a return on him. Does get returned 5-4.
I don't think Coach was expecting that shot.
No, and they're going to cut him again with 24 on the clock. One takedown to take it into overtime.
It's like we said earlier, guys waiting until the last couple seconds here.
15 in on a double. Copes gets the hips away. And we're going to get a stalemate with 9 seconds to go.
We practice this all the time, called crazy shooter.
Right.
This guy's going to go crazy this last couple seconds.
Shot in on a single, but Copes able to get the hips away. Got to look dumped there.
He is pulling elbow.
Right. And that's going to be a Gage Copes, your champ, at 160 pounds for the Milford Buccaneers. So we move to 170.
Now wrestling at 170 pounds, from Milford, Gabe Evans. And from Sussex Tech, Trey Hatfield.
Evans and Hatfield.
Evans was down in the semifinal match.
He was.
Back to win in the last couple seconds.
At the buzzer.
Evans, very explosive wrestler.
He is. This kid, he came out of Henlopen Hammers program. I enjoyed coaching him through middle school.
You know, I didn't realize that.
Oh, wow.
Big throw.
Off of a shot. He threw him off his double leg attack. Four to one, Gabe Evans. We're at 170 pounds. Double leg shot by Evans. Oh, he is moving, man. I thought in the semis he had a little stamina issue. He did pull it out at the end, but he kind of got a little lazy there and got taken down a couple times and let his opponent get into the match.
I think Coach Meade and Coach Ridgway might have had a little conversation with him.
Hatfield in on a high crotch, switching off to a double. He's got to get off his knees. And Evans able to jack it up and stuff it. Looks like Trey Hatfield knows where the weight room is at Sussex Tech.
Him and the 220 pounder.
Right. Hawkins. Oh, head tap double leg by Evans. And takedown. 18 on the clock. Evans looks like a different wrestler than he did in the semis.
No, maybe he had an energy bar.
Right.
He certainly looks like a wrestler. It's got to be a little frustrating to have to. He was in deep.
It's like each match, these guys want to show up the match before them tonight. But I'll take it. Evans all bandaged up. Shoulder, elbow, knee. Must be brutal in the Senators' wrestling room. Another shot, go behind by Evans. Both these guys are quick. Hatfield, all-conference linebacker for Sussex Tech this year. He built like a linebacker, too. Yeah, they're going to slow it down a little bit for us. Under a minute to go here in the second period. Dover looking to crown their first champion. Shot by Hatfield. Evans looks to throw by and go behind. And a little bit of a three-quarter Nelson or quarter Nelson there.
Even when Evans
and they go out of bounds and a stall call.
Even when Evans slows down the pace, he's still super dangerous.
Right. So Hatfield has a stall warning.
Nice
shot by Evans, runs right through him.
Gosh, that's got to be tough to stop.
You know, and that was Harp took that to a state title last year. We didn't see that out of Harp today.
Oh.
We didn't see that freight train double.
I got to watch Harp wrestle quite a bit this year, and he hasn't got off as many shots as he probably did last year.
So we're going to move to the third period. 8-3 lead for Gabe Evans. And we're underway in the third period.
Be a cool thing to be known for. Freight train double.
Freight train double. Yeah, we talked about he was 7th seed at the state tournament last year and won it at 220.
He comes back with that freight train double. He
can win another one.
On top of the podium.
Like you said, this conference here. Oh, Hatfield. Oh, Evans goes behind. Takedown 11-3. This weight class, number one ranked in the state is Brian Schneider out of Middletown. And he's going to give him the free release, 11-4.
Seconds on the clock. Evans takes another deep shot. Evans' body language much different this match than in the semifinal.
Ouch!
I was bowling in like a freight train. Oh, and he throws it. 3 seconds on the clock.
And these guys are done. 18 on the board. We're out of here. Another exciting match, folks. Sorry about the delay. We had this 2 years ago. We had something in the internet flash. This time we're able to get it back. So we're going to move to 182. And at 182 we have J.T. Davis out of Smyrna, junior, 36-3, number 1 seed, versus Sam Arkawilli out of Dover, 30-2, and the number 2 seed.
don't know if I have this right, but JT having a heck of a season coming off of 8th place at the Beast of the East.
That's right. He was a beast placer.
Only 3 losses seem to be out of that tournament.
And now, for your top 6 finishers in 160 pounds. In 6th, from Sussex Central, Jaden Savage. In 5th, from Woodbridge,
Very interesting. I like to look for the little things that can help our junior program. And I've been watching JT quite a bit this season. Something I noticed about him is he's a really good teammate. He seems to be the first one there when the guys come off the mat after a win or a loss.
Yeah, which is important, especially when you get to the next level, because you need those guys at the next level. Because you were there, and I've talked to my son about it. Ain't nothing tougher than college wrestling.
There's no off day in college wrestling. No easy match.
So here we go at 182 pounds. I think you can probably relate. I know my son called me his junior year, was ready to give it up. It's been a long time. You've probably been there yourself.
I was 2 weeks into my freshman year. I was coming home.
So underway at 182 pounds. JT Davis in the Smyrna red and gray, and Sam Arkawilly in the Dover blue. Coach Alex Mead able to get a couple guys here in the finals.
He's doing a good job with that Dover program in his first year.
And don't sell out Harp next week either.
No, absolutely not. He's dangerous.
He lost a tight one in the semis, and we're going to go out of bounds, no takedown.
That's nice to see Coach Ridgway stuck around at Dover.
Yep.
He's there, longtime assistant. JT, one of the most disciplined wrestlers we've had as far as his positioning. He never breaks position. He's always, always doing the right things.
Surprised no score. Davis usually gets. Well, here goes right to the near side. As I said, the near side cradle spins behind. Takedown. 2-0 for JT Davis. It's rare that he's a minute 15 into the match before he scores.
It's got a claw. Hanging on that 2-on-1. Claw 1-on-1, no score.
8 seconds to go here in the period. First period, JT Davis on top. 2 when he's in that high 4. And we'll move to the second period. And we said this is a guy, he does put points on the board.
Looks like he might have spent some time in the weight room as well.
Yeah. Well, what was he last year? 152? Yeah.
He did tell us he was going to eat all summer and get big.
He did. He got tall, too. So Davis in the bottom position, leading 2-0. And Davis circles out front, gets the escape, goes up 3-0. And going to turn it into a takedown.
Wow, both guys would have been content with a stalemate there. He drives through and catches the 2.
5-0 lead. And this is where he starts good at business. He's just slowly, so he's not always scoring just 2s.
I like that saying, putting points on the board.
Right. Got that little trap arm now, looking to bring it over for some backs and getting the count. It's going to get 2 count, I believe. Yep, 2 backs. 7-0, JT Davis. .45 to go here in the second period. 7-0 lead for JT Davis, looking to build that major. You know, he kind of reminds me of Ryan Wolf.
Ryan Wolf.
It was an 82-pounder at Carabel, yeah. Went on to wrestle at Ryder.
All-American out of Ryder.
Yeah. Almost the same build. Similar style, although Ryan liked that. He liked that snap down.
Hard snap down.
Now, yeah. Well, Arkawelli coming out to a leg. Looking to go behind. Great hips by Davis.
Great job. That stuff is hard to teach.
Yeah. You get that just from rolling around. You know, play wrestling and move to the third. And Arkawelli going to go neutral. So 7-0 lead for JT Davis. Arkawelli taking neutral.
Frustrating for Arkawelli. Not having a ton of point scoring here in any position.
I thought we were going to see that Ryan Wolf snap down there. He had that. He's looking heavy on that. Low ankle, not there. Arkawelli looking to go behind.
Wow, Arkawelli just disappears on that shot.
Right. Stays in on the leg. Oh, don't break your lock, son.
Wow. I'd say JT's biggest improvement this year is his defense.
Right. Now he's in on a single. Head stuffed underneath. Approaching a minute to go in the third period.
I bet Coach Harris is pretty happy to have JT back.
Yep, takedown for JT Davis. Yeah, Smyrna losing a little bit of power next year with Natacola and Alchokachi. 52 seconds on the restart, but he's getting some big ones back as we're going to see Mason Wilson next, the junior. How about the heavyweight, the Benedict?
He's back. He's a junior as well.
Yeah.
You got Milford coming up to Division I next year.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. The Division II champs moving up next year after, 6 straight titles. There's got to be a caution there. Everybody was wiggling. And they're going to go top on that. I think Arkawelli was wiggling a little bit. JT was wiggling. That might be the longest caution explanation I've ever heard.
That's an easy caution to get set.
Right. Back underway with 52 seconds to go in the match with JT Davis leading 9-0. You know, another thing about Davis is he don't like to give up points. Him and Jackson Dean had that similar mindset.
Stingy.
Yeah.
These guys are workout partners back in 7th, 8th grade.
Right. And right back in is Davis on a shot, puts him on his hip, and gathers a second leg takedown and an 11-1 lead with 30 seconds to go in the match. And a low leg Turk. And out of bounds. 19 on the restart. Yeah, 82 Davis, he's been number 1 from the beginning of the rankings right up to here.
He's been consistent, that's for sure.
Escape by Arkawelli. Out of bounds with 4 seconds. And it looks like JT Davis is going to give Smyrna yet another title.
First for JT.
And that's how it ends. JT Davis is your champ at 182. And we're going to move to 195. At 195 tonight we have Mike Wright from Sussex Central. He's a state finalist last year, conference finalist. His senior 33-9, going to Millersville next year. Number 1 seed up against Mason Wilson, the junior, 27-11, and a number 6 seed. And, that 27-11, this kid is dangerous, as you know.
He sure is. He used him at 220 quite a bit this year. He doesn't complain. He just goes.
So we're underway at 195.
Mason, one of four sons.
Yeah, the Wilson brothers.
3 of them are state champions. Mason looking to be the 4th.
Well, if history tells you anything, Mason is due for a title this year because I don't think any of the Wilsons won them as seniors. They all won them as underclassmen, didn't they?
I believe they did.
Yeah, he's a junior.
Yeah, Darren was hurt his
right.
senior year.
So right in the Sussex Central blue and gold. And Darren coming out in the Smyrna red.
I just checked it. That's Mason.
Mason, I'm sorry.
Darren, Kalen, Larson, Mason.
Huey, Dewey, Louie. Takedown by Wright. And Wright so far in this tournament, he got beat by JT Davis in the duel. Davis jumped up and I think majored him.
He did. It was impressive.
And then got beat by Billy Ott from Cape Henlopen. Switch two. Wow. And the cradle.
Oh, and he goes cradle.
And Wright's got to fight the grip. He's not. Oh, he's got the arm trapped.
Oh, this is trouble.
Both of them. Jeez.
Wow. And once again, 195 doesn't let down.
No, not 95, folks, has been a crazy weight class here this weekend. Like I said, it was the biggest upset. 2 and 3 got knocked out in the quarterfinal round. And we get Mason Wilson here as a number 6. As we move to the second period, 4-2 lead for Mike Wright.
No back points for Mason there.
And he pinned Ott with a cradle Friday night. Ott was the number 3 seed. Younger brother of Navy heavyweight Thomas Ott. And escape by Wright. He's up 5-2. And we talk about the weight room. I think Wright's found he at least walks through it, doesn't he? Jeez.
Yeah, he did best.
Just saw last week signed to Millersville. For one of the Mancini's. Well, Nick Mancini went to Millersville. The Milford assistant coach Keegan Worley is a Millersville guy. So 5-2 lead for Mike Wright.
Henlopen Hammers in the Smyrna Eagles little programmer. Well,
yeah, Mike wrestles for me. Yeah, he actually got too big. I didn't have anybody that could wrestle with him there at the end. And my older coaches don't like that, even with 8th graders.
We tend to draw straws.
Yeah. Under 45 to go here in the second period. 5-2 lead from Mike Wright in the blue. He is the only, and we don't say this very often when you come to a Henlopen Conference Championship, he's the only Golden Knight in the finals. One of the historically top programs in the conference. Oh, snap. Looking to go under was Wilson, but Wright able to stuff it with the elbow right there in the chest. Under 20 to go. So if you're Mason, do you go top again down 3 or?
Tough call. He's on it.
He's got that big cradle.
Come out of nowhere.
All right.
I'm saying you go down and you come out.
Try to tie it up. Yeah. So we move to the third period. He showed a couple shots there. So Wilson will take bottom here in the third. Folks, at the end of the night, we'll pick the Sodell Concept Outstanding Wrestler. Sodell Concept sponsoring tonight's live stream on here on 302 Sports. Oh, Jackson up high, brings it back to the mat. Under a minute 30 to go, third period. As I was talking about Mike Ray taking those losses, late in the season, but he came out here this conference tournament and just was sticking people. I mean, he came in on a mission. I think he's pinned his way to the finals.
He's ready to go. Yeah.
And we're going to get a stall on top. 5-2, so Wright has a stall warning.
Wilson's starting to peer with his head down. I'd like to see him look at the whistle there.
Right.
Nice switch again.
Yeah, big tight waist. Now he's got the arm trap.
That's trouble.
And these two, they're not your stereotypical big guys. These two can move a little bit. You saw their right hip hit the mat, and he came right back up.
Moved very well. That arm locked up's not good for this.
You got a half on it, and they're going to stop it. Potentially dangerous. 46 to go on the restart. And now bottom caution. Now he's going to call top caution for the tight waist. Wilson's starting to drop his head. He's maybe one more move here, Damian. One more big switch to try to win it.
Getting late in this match, 35 seconds on the clock.
That's right. Wright has a cross wrist, and now we get a bottom stall call this time. And the home Sussex Central crowd coming alive.
They are excited. They won a championship here. Looks like they're going to wrap this one up. And they put one in the finals and they get their win.
And they do. They put one to the finals, and he gets the title. 5 seconds to go. He's not done. He's looking for a crossface cradle. And your champion at 195 pounds, Mike Wright of Sussex Central. 5-2. 220 could be a good one, Damian. Let's see who's there. It's the Giant Slayer, Chris Thompson, beating Hugo Harp.
Thompson's exciting. I watched him. Right. I think early in the season he was coming off of football, didn't have his lungs ready to go, and he's kind of gotten a lot better here.
And he's up against the master of the 1-point win, Anthony Diaz, Milford Jr., 32-1. This could be, they've met once. Diaz won, I believe, by a point. I'm not sure.
How about Diaz getting past Hawkins in the semi and sudden victory?
Sudden victory, right. Diaz is the defending conference champ at 220. And and Thompson, the second Lake Forest wrestler to be in tonight's finals.
Thompson, another linebacker, right, for Lake Forest?
I believe so, yeah. Only a junior. Both these guys are juniors. I believe we're going to award one more weight class. So the Milford Buccaneers, and folks, this is a rivalry. Milford Buccaneers and the Lake Forest Spartans. Big football rivalry in the Battle of the Bell each year.
Impressed by this Milford team this year, especially in this tournament.
In second, from Dover, Sam Arbolade. And your champion at 102 pounds.
That's good for our state. Hopefully, Coach Parley sticks around for another 20 years.
Yeah, he told me he's be around another 5 to 10. And we'll see if last year got snubbed as Coach of the Year, winning his 4th straight title. He won 5 this year and won it dominantly. Let's see if he gets the snub against this year. And underway at 220 pounds, Chris Thompson in the Lake Forest navy blue and white, and Diaz in the Milford maroon, gold and white.
Two different body styles.
Yes, it is. Shot by Thompson and stuffed by Diaz. Just holds great position.
He must be a tough tile. Thompson doesn't want to wait around this one.
No.
Points on.
And be careful. We saw all day long. Be careful with Milford in the over and unders or charging at him with a double because they will lat drop you in a hurry.
Second.
You know, lots of times you see teams that have identities, and that's Milford's identity is, you know, you don't want to go over and under with them a whole lot.
I think Coach Parsons in there showing lat drops.
You think? Like every day? Working on them every day? In the corner for with Coach Parsley, that's Chris Drummond, two-time state champ, two-time.
I believe so.
Yeah, 200 back when it was 215. At least won one, I know that. I won a couple conference titles. Under a minute to go, no score, and that's the match Diaz wants it, but not the match Thompson wants. Thompson likes to put points on the board. He 11-4 win over Hugo Harp. Like I said, the defending state champ. That was one of the big upsets. Double stall. Both wrestlers look at him like, what?
He just didn't like that call.
Yeah. We can't keep that pace those guys do. And we go out of bounds. And still no score. So we're going to go 0-0 here in the first period, and that's favored Diaz because, like we said, he's pretty good at these one-point matches.
That can't be fun going to these matches with such a low score. Knowing you're going to go.
He wrestles a lot of overtime.
He sure does.
And he's going to go bottom, so he wants to, you know, if he scores first, that's advantage him. But he is hard to hold down. Let's see if we can get a 30-second ride out of here, and let's see what we might see in the ride outs. Diaz to his feet. He's going to cut and score in 20 seconds. 1-0 for Anthony Diaz of the Milford Buccaneers. So now he owns the ultimate ride out if we get that far, or owns choice in the ultimate ride out.
I'd take that bet.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, double leg shot, but stop. Looking to go behind. Nothing there.
From this angle, Thompson's huge.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm talking about if I walked in the room and I had to wrestle one of them, you know, I would look at him and go, I don't want to wrestle that blue guy. But you don't want to put your hands on that guy in the burgundy either. Number 4 seed versus the number 2 seed here. Thompson the 4.
He reminds me of the 220 version of Stan Sport from St. Mark's.
Right, right.
Back in the 90s.
Now we got a double stall call here earlier. They both have a warning. And that's rare you see a double stall, especially in the first period. Underhook, trying to put him under is Diaz, trying to bring him to the mat. Under 10 to go here in the second period. And Diaz, he's holding center of the mat too. So, and then we go to the third. Thompson, I'm sure, will take bottom position. And he does. So 1-0 for Anthony Diaz. Chris Thompson in the bottom position. And we're underway at third period of 2:20. Uh-oh. He's got that hooked underneath.
Oh, no.
Now he's looking to put it away. Thompson able to come out of it, but it turns right into and we're going to get a stalemate. 2 back. So 3-0 lead for, man, he just might not want to go overtime tonight.
Diaz should open a booth at Delaware State Fair and say, hey, come challenge me to score.
Right, you're right. Roll a little piece of 10-foot res light out there. And
$20, you can't score on me.
3-1. Third period. And we've seen Diaz is tough to penetrate.
Wow.
Shot. Thompson got it. That was a nice shot, and he just got the hips back and stuffed it.
He's got a little wiggle room for an extra stall here.
Shoo. You know, and this is Damien, this is your son's weight class. He finished what, fifth here?
Yeah, fifth in the weight class.
Fifth in the weight class, and these are the guys he's got to battle. Only a junior.
Yeah, the weight class is full of juniors.
Yeah, really.
The good part is I'm pretty sure we're going to bring at least 6 out of this weight class.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right. You know, oh no, that's right. I went 195. And there's a stall call and a penalty point to Thompson.
50 seconds on the clock. Should be plenty of time for another stall call.
Yeah, it is.
Thompson can't penetrate. At least
nah, and Diaz is staying in his face.
Pushing and snapping.
Shot by Thompson. Diaz got a mixer. Just not tall enough to throw that mixer.
Diaz smart, holding center. Oh, he gets a stall.
He gave him a stall call on that?
That's a
wow. Wow.
It might not matter.
Right.
That's
a takedown.
He gets it.
And out of bounds.
Lake wants to go. That's a
1 second on the clock. I'm not sure what he's going to argue over here. I tell you that, man. Diaz had just stuffed under, went mixer, and gets hit for a stall call, what, 5 seconds later?
I'm thinking maybe the ref was looking at a couple seconds before that and throw it late.
Right. So 1 second on the clock.
That's an impressive win by Diaz.
Yeah, and Diaz gets it. He's a 2-time conference champion.
Wow.
Just a junior. 5-3. So we're going to move to the big boys, 285 pounds. Rematch of last year's championship. Jamie Shermer of Sussex Tech, currently ranked #1 in the state. He's the #1 seed. And Kevin Hudson out of Cesar Rodney, state runner-up last season.
But these guys are 1-1?
Against each other this year, yeah. And a few matches last year.
Hudson hands over the ankle band because
it don't fit.
Doesn't fit.
All right.
I saw him do that at the duel. The referee didn't know what to do. Hey, they're coming out swinging.
Mm-hmm. .285. We're getting ready to roll around to the big guys. Our second Sussex Tech wrestler of the night.
Shermer, a senior, 42 wins.
I believe he won, Shermer won the duel 1-0.
Hudson just a freshman last year making the state finals.
Right. And lost a tight one to Hunter Ballback of DMA.
Tell you what, no guarantees this year. You make the
no.
state finals last year. It doesn't guarantee you're getting
That's
it
right.
this year.
Got the young man Del Castle who pinned Shermer.
I've been following that kid.
Right.
He's really come on strong.
Right. And then had a crazy one against the Benedictus.
He's a dangerous heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
That's good for the Blue Head. I was looking at the brackets. I think they had five.
5 guys in the weight class, and one of them was top 6 in the state.
Can't forget my roots.
That's right,
Blue
yeah.
Head
Well, and Del Castle, that's kind of William Pennish, isn't it?
2 William Penn coaches.
All right. Our best wishes out to Scott Layfield. He's here. Had heart surgery about 10 days ago.
Wow, I was getting ready to ask where.
Yeah, he's in the gym.
I saw him walking around the Iowa shirt yesterday.
He did come out of the bleachers for the semifinals of 220, and we were like, yeah, Scott, relax, relax.
It's tough to stay calm here.
Right. So no score at the end of the first period. Shermer's going to go bottom.
Yeah, Scott not following the doctor's orders.
And he's going to cut and score. Shermer up 1-0. And we go out of bounds, neutral position, minute 33 on the restart.
These guys are still moving good.
Yeah. Hudson, he got a little freight train double too. That's what he beat him last year in the conference finals with.
I have seen his freight train double. It is very good.
He also likes to hit a cradle off a little snap down. Shermer, a lot like Diaz, he likes to win those one-pointers. Gets that, that big body and puts you on roller skates. Minute 8 on the restart. Second period, Shermer up 1-0. 42 seconds to go here in the second period. I thought we were going to be fixed the headgear. I thought Hudson had a nice re-attack off of that. Had an opening for a re-attack. Heavyweight at the college level has changed its game, Damien.
It is. They all look like Kurt Angle now.
Right.
A freshman out of Minnesota, number 1 heavyweight.
Right.
Amazing. The whole game has changed. These freshmen and sophomores are coming out and knocking off.
Right, top guys.
Kind of like our state this year.
That's right.
4 or 5 potential freshman state champs.
Under 10 seconds to go here in the second period. 1-0 lead for Jamie Shermer in the black for Sussex Tech. Their second finalist, and we'll go to the third. Now, last time Shermer rode him. And they're going to go neutral.
Wow. That's an interesting call.
Well, Shermer rode him in the dual meet. So I guess, Hudson's not thinking it's an automatic point.
Going for the win.
Yep. It's like going for 2 on the extra point. It's like Hudson's trying to put him under. Shermer, he's controlling the center of the mat. Hudson's got to clear the arms to get a shot off. I don't think he's going to be able to get him under.
Hudson's on pace to be one of the all-time great heavyweights we've had.
Yeah, I agree, yeah. State finalist as a freshman and conference champ last year. And stalemate. Minute 8 on the restart, left here in the third period.
Club to the head.
A big club to the head. It's like a 250-pound club to the head.
Yeah, I guess that's different than a GMP show.
Yeah. No stall calls in this match, I believe.
Maybe the first match of the night.
Right. 45 seconds to go. Oh, big headlock!
And he gets it.
Gets the takedown.
This can end in 6. He gets
Ball.
it. Huge.
Kevin Hudson throws the headlock, gets the pin. The sophomore is now a 2-time conference champion.
That's impressive.
At 285.
I can't remember the last time we had a freshman or a sophomore with 2-time champ at heavyweight.
Right. And these two have become good friends, too. So a little talk there, maybe a little hey, next week, guys. They're number 1 and 2 in the state.
sound like a broken record, but we have another rematch of the Hammers versus Eagles.
There we go.
I guess if I keep saying that, we're going to pay for the plugs.
That's right. They're free. Or Jody will pay for them. Jody Wilson will pay, he said. Gianpietro out of Smyrna, and he's up against it. And they had a nice match at the Milford Invitational Final. So, a lot of people, and maybe me, one of them, say Gianpietro may be a lock to win a state title. But at the Milford Invitational, Corey Messick, and we're going to see her. Corey Messick threw him right to his back to start the match.
He had a big throw. And I'm biased, but Gianpietro came back, put 6 on the board to come up with a 1-point win.
So Gianpietro, the freshman, 38-2. Both of those losses at the Beast of the East. Number 1 seed. And Corey Messick out of Milford, the sophomore, 33-7. He's the number 2 seed.
These guys have probably wrestled 25 times in their careers.
Right. So, even though 285 started as a dance, it became exciting at the end with the big headlock. We have had nothing but exciting matches tonight. So we're going to award a couple weight classes here. And we're going to be followed up with another freshman that's pretty impressive this year, and Jack Toady.
I'll tell you, another kid we've got to watch kind of grow up and watch all his hard work pay off. If he comes in the state tournament and pulls off a win here at like a 3 spot, he's dangerous.
He should be a 2. I mean, his only loss, I guess it could be a 3, Cassidy Chaz, should he win the Blue Hen. Haven't had a chance to look at the other brackets yet, so, or at least the finish of them. Underway at 106 pounds, Corey Messick out of Milford in the burgundy and gold, and Gabe Gianpietro in the red for the Smyrna Eagles.
We see plenty of action in this match.
Yeah, these guys get moving. Gianpietro, he's been number 1 since day 1 in the state rankings. Messick was at 2 for a long time, then lost to Poor out of Caravel in a close 4-0 match. Oh, shot by, a little throw by off the shot. Still no takedown.
No points awarded yet.
And there it is, takedown for Gianpietro.
The leg in looking for a possible power half here. Oh.
And this kid, he gives you every second of the match.
He does, and he is. We talk about being nice on the mat versus nice off the mat. He is not nice on the mat.
No.
It's amazing what a kid like this does for your the intensity in your wrestling room. Losing him
absolutely.
in our wrestling room really hurts.
And they go out of bounds. And you look at this kid and you think, well, his dad, what is he about? Maybe 5'5", 5'6". No, his dad's a big guy.
He is a big guy.
So switch attempt by, and it goes right to a bar out of it.
Oh,
big cookie.
This is dangerous.
Oh. And it's potentially dangerous. He's shaking his head.
One of the most dangerous bars out there.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you, if I'm Coach Harris, this is my first year, I sure do like having this guy.
Oh, man. What a gift, right? This and 2. Oh!
Gianpietro.
What hips?
Wow. Toes it. He'd still give him the 1.
Yeah, it looked like he panicked, but he didn't panic. He just scrambled. I mean, he felt danger. Nice throw by. That was like a double shrug. They each tried to shrug.
Each did it.
And that brings us to the end of the first period. Gianpietro up 4-1. Yeah, he's one of these kids that even if you're, you don't like Smyrna, you're going to like Gabe Gianpietro,
The All-American boy, like a Jackson D.
Yes.
Right.
You kids can't dislike kids like that. They do the right things. So 3 more matches, and we'll have our outstanding wrestler. We'll try to get him interviewed here. Yeah, it's going to be tight. I mean, I'm looking at 2 or 3 guys right now.
I have 1 or 2 of mine.
All right.
Deep half. And then that final match is a big
Yeah, that's going to be a huge one. Two returning state finalists are going at it at 120. Rain bumping up 1 weight class from 113, and Nattercola bumping up too. He was a 6-pounder last year. And I think he might even be bigger than Rain out here.
He definitely got big.
Little roll, comes to his feet. 5-1, Gianpietro, and they go out of bounds.
Gianpietro about 6-8 inches shorter than Messick.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice shot on Messick.
You know, what I like about Gianpietro is he's 106 pounds. He's
soaking wet.
4'10", and walks around like he's 6'4", 250. I like the way he walks around with that chest out.
Definitely no lack of confidence.
Right.
We like that.
There's only one other kid in this gym that can do that, and that's your 10-year-old Trent.
Trent Creighton.
Right. He's got like I said, he needs theme music when he walks in the gym.
Matter of fact, Gabe and Jackson are his heroes.
And we're going to get a poke to the eyes. Well, that's 2 good heroes I have. 43 seconds on the restart, and gets back in no injury time. Under 30 to go. So folks, Gene Shaner around here today. That's the flash you see is Gene Shaner. He's a Smyrna guy, and he'll be sharing those pictures to 302 this weekend. He's been here all weekend, so
he does a great job.
He does a great job.
Shots.
So if you're here or your kid's here, he'll probably have a shot of him. He's been all over the place. He walks around with like 3 cameras around his neck.
I saw him taking pictures in the stands earlier, so yeah, you don't have to be wrestling to get
That's right. Also, Dave Frederick of the Cape Gazette, he's here somewhere taking pictures. Another guy that just gives it, that comes out, puts them out there for the kids to take. 3rd period underway. 5-1 lead for Gabe Gianpietro.
I will say Corey's improvement over this last year too has been amazing.
Yeah, I don't believe he placed in the States last year. He got bigger. Remember, he was a little undersized last year.
Yeah, he's a big 6-pounder this year. Corey, another great kid, a great family.
I agree, yeah. Mom's, I believe, an assistant principal. Dad's a state trooper. Got a little hand fight going on here by Gianpietro trying to find an opening to get a turn. He's up 7-1. Oh, running that bar. And no takedown either. Oh, he got taken. Okay. Gianpietro fired up.
He is fired up.
He does not like them stopping his bars. And everyone get a stalemate. Potentially dangerous. Was he 8th at the Beast?
I want to say 7th.
7th at the Beast?
We had 7 and 2 8s, right? With Z Bell and JT Davis.
Right, and Jackson Dean.
And Jackson Dean.
Yeah, I'm going to get a stall call on red. I think the rule's attempts, and it looked like the attempts to me. 44 seconds on the restart.
That's such a tough call.
It is, but, I mean, he's lifting. You just can't get him down. And the rule states attempts to return.
Should be a rule about it. He was quite tall enough for it.
Right.
He cuts.
Messick scores 7-2 with 34 seconds to go in the match here at 106. Shot by Messick. Oh. The reattacks by Gianpietro he just stays on fire. He stays in your face.
Lowers your head like a football. Lowers his head like a football player. Looks like the losers match is going to have the 8th grader out of Caravelle, Poor,
Right.
State tournament next week in a possible semifinal match.
Right. Well, Messick's wrestled him twice. I think it was 4-0 and 4-0 both times. Oh! Apparently 7's not enough. Takedown, Gianpietro.
Does he get the stick?
He's going to get a 5 count, though, and get the major here in the finals.
Nice way to finish the match.
12-2. And he just, like you said, 7's not enough. So your champion at 106 pounds, Gabe Gianpietro of the Smyrna Eagles. I believe we're not going to award any. 113 pounds coming up. And that'll be another freshman. Jack Tody from Milford.
Another serious threat to do some damage next week.
Yes, he is. He's had an outstanding season.
I was impressed by the Schwabach kid earlier. I watched him wrestle a semifinal.
Tech fall in the semis, yeah. So 2 matches left tonight.
Oh, another back trip. These back trips are popular tonight.
Takedown, Jack Tody.
Wow, wasted no time. We have a takedown in the cut in under 15 seconds.
They're trying to keep pace.
Wow.
And another takedown by Tody. He's up 4-1.
I think Tody might want to go for an OW right
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I believe he's pinned everybody. Yeah, 30-second pin, 212.
Yeah, 30 to 212. He's definitely a candidate.
Mm-hmm. Although Hudson pinned his way through heavyweight too, so. Oh, Schwabach catches the ankle. Tody there with a body whizzer. Yeah, we're talking. That's something we work on all the time because I hate kids that reach over to the wrong side, and we work on body whizzer a lot. Jack Tody out of the Henlopen hammers.
A lot of experience there.
Yeah, absolutely. 6-2 lead for Jack Tody of the Milford Buccaneers. Now looking for some tilt here. He runs over a little barbed wire.
Catches 2 backs.
I don't see him holding anything though. Wow. All right. We'll go with it. $15 go here in the first period, and 8 points on the board. We talk all night long. It's just been exciting matches. Got to be careful. He's popped the head out. And go get a stalemate with 6 seconds to go. 6-2 lead for Tody with 6 seconds in the first. $12 exciting matches so far here. He's got a cradle and it's going to run out of time. Second period we go to. This is our second Indian River Indian here in the finals today, and we're followed up by Will Rain next. Switch by Tody. Step over by Schwabach. And gathers double. Tody hips hard, though.
Oh.
Wow, here comes the throw. Off the switch. He gets to the reversal.
He's got that arm captured. This could be trouble.
Then the fall for Jack Tody, the Milford Buccaneers. The freshman is a conference champ at 113 pounds.
I'd like to have that conference tournament as a freshman. 3 matches.
So this final match of the night. And there they are, Joey Nattercola and Will Rain.
Wow, this finals went faster.
Yeah.
We can do 20 more of these.
Your top 6 finishers at 285 pounds. In 6th, from Seaford, William Despanier. In 5th.
These two guys, Rain, a 2-time state runner-up. He's lost to Zach Spence twice. And Nattercola, a sophomore. He lost a tough one to Mason Ankrum last year of Sussex Central, who finished 3rd in this weight class. Natacola out early in the season, didn't have a lot of action. He's 15-3, the number 1 seed. Will Reed 31-5, the number 2 seed. I do not believe they've met this year.
They have not.
And 2 totally different styles.
Will Rain comes in powerful.
Right.
Comes in
quick,
fast.
quick, and get behind.
Natacola very technical. Natacola probably one of the smartest wrestlers we've ever had.
Do what?
He's probably one of the smartest wrestlers to come through our program.
Will Rain coming out in a black shoe and a red shoe. That's going to mess things up, isn't it? So Will Rain in the white, green, and gold, and Natacola in the red and white.
Nice.
Just a little slide by, throw by, yeah.
Finish. Looks like he's going to get the finish here.
Wow.
Oh, Rain powerful, very powerful.
Natacola putting the attack on early.
He does. He knows the importance of pushing the pace here. Looks like they've done their homework.
Rain, a 2-time conference champion. He was a champ at 106 as a freshman and 113 as a sophomore.
Oh,
Natacola in on the single. And Rain, he doesn't even have a whizzer in. He's just got it up across, all the way across, trying to break the lock. He's strong. Man, this kid's strong.
Oh, Natacola's angles were correct. He just got getting overpowered here.
Natacola looking to put him, sit him on the mat.
In that same position as earlier, he's got to finish this one. It's important. He does.
And he does this time. Takedown, Natacola. 2-0 lead for Natacola.
Natacola likes to cut. I'd like to see him ride here.
Number 1 ranked in the state is Ethan Gray from Caravel. He's got a couple overtime wins over Rain. I don't think he has not met.
He has a win over Natacola as well.
Win over Natacola?
I believe he beat him in Baltimore in the first
okay.
tournament.
.41 seconds on the restart here. Natacola up 2-0, looking to run a half. He's going to finish it early.
Tough ride. Wow. This would be impressive.
And no backs.
No backs?
Nope.
Wow.
And a go behind by Rain. That's a reversal right there.
Maybe I'm biased, but that was a tough one.
Yeah.
Very important to get Natacola gets this point here. He's got a stall coming. That should be a stall.
There it is. And an escape.
All right.
3-2 lead for Natacola, under 10 to go.
Good quick spin here would be nice. Natacola not letting up for a second. Ooh.
No takedown. We go second period. Well, you know, they can't have a boring match to end it. I mean, we've had nothing but excitement all night long.
No, this is fantastic. Usually the gym's empty for this time of night. Our last match, people are trying to beat the traffic. Not tonight.
Second period underway, 3-2.
Locked up. This is trouble.
Wow. These two are just getting after it.
Natacola's got the hand locked out. He should be good.
Very good. 4-2 lead for Joe Natacola.
Pace is important.
Got that long reach in on that high crotch. Rain drops the hips on. Remember, Rain does have a stall warning. Minute 27 on the restart. Both guys putting a hand on the mat. Natacola looking to go behind on that shrug. And on the edge. And out of bounds. And a stall call. Wow.
I like the body language there from for that call. Kind of held out there on the line.
Reshot by
powerful shot.
Rain and stuffed by Natacola. Nice shot by Natacola in on the high crotch. Rain jacks it up with the underhook on the edge.
They're going to be on the basketball floor.
And out of bounds, 5-2, Natacola.
Natacola can keep this pace, he's going to be all right. Green's got to be one of the biggest 120 pounders.
Yeah. Well, he came in here a little heavy on Friday night. And had to get his weight down.
Oh, when he gets it. Oh,
take down Natacola and out of bounds.
Wow.
7-2 lead.
Wow. Natacola impressive so far.
Isn't Natacola about 6 inches taller than him?
Seems like we had quite a bit of that.
Right. Natacola, he was the conference champ last year as a freshman. Running another half. And the rain comes out of it. And into a double. And a reversal.
Oh, that's dangerous. 7-5.
I thought when it was 7-2, this might be over.
Yeah,
but it's not. It's 7-5 now.
Might have been a break, but it wasn't. Important escape here. Natacola kind of put himself in a little bit of a pattern.
Right. Yeah, 12 seconds. He wants to get out.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a close match with Rain.
No, he's like he's explosive. He's not get it. He's gonna get the escape. 8-5.
Might want to ice this second period. He says no.
And go out of bounds. Should be end of the period. So we move to the third. 3-point match here, 8-5 lead. It's Rain's choice, and he's going to go bottom. Probably hoping he puts that half in again because he's gotten out both times and scored. Last period of the last match, unless we get some free. We had no overtime tonight.
Not even with us.
I know.
Our overtime.
We went for the pin.
Ooh, hit that inside, hips a little
yeah, inside the wrist there.
That was a free pass.
Mm-hmm. And go out of bounds. 136 on the restart. 8-5 lead, Natacola on top. And here's a tilt, and getting the swipes.
Got it. What's the other? Was it a 2-on-1 or a simple?
Yeah, it was a little 2-on-1, like a little baseball bat hold.
Wow.
11-5.
That might have been the break.
That could be the match. A minute to go. Here comes that half again. And out of bounds. 58 seconds on the restart.
Good body language, running back.
Yeah, not so much on Rain's part as he kind of slowly get up, walks back.
I got to spend a lot of time with Joe Natacola this weekend, and he seemed ready to go, and he's put his money where his mouth is here.
Right. And getting some more counts here.
Wow.
And he's going to collect 3 more, go up, get the major.
Impressive showing by Natacola.
Absolutely.
And he goes again.
Under 30 to go. Holding 2 this time.
He's going for it one more time.
He's got to get the tech fall.
Wow, Natacola's coming off of a tech fall of the previous state champion last week, and he puts a showing on here tonight.
Rain able to fight that one off, and it's going to be a 16-5 major decision for Joe Natacola, 2-time conference champion. So, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout. When we come back, me and Damien, we're going to talk about who our outstanding wrestler for tonight is. Folks, we'll be right back.
I'm Sarah, the Director of Events at Baywood Greens. Planning a wedding is an exciting and wonderful time. Let us help you make it great. Our experienced team of hospitality professionals coordinate and execute every detail to provide a stress-free experience so you can focus on the moment. From food to flowers, we prepare everything on site, tailored to your vision. Let Baywood Greens transform your next event to a memorable experience. I'm Sarah.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare in a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon.
And welcome back to Sussex Central High School, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Benny Mitchell, and Damian Creighton here. And Damian, let's talk outstanding wrestler. Who is it and why?
I think it's got to be Jackson Dean tonight. He went out and put on a show. Got a first period tech fall. He just did what he does.
It's rare to see first period tech falls, much less in a final of a conference championship. So again, thank you, Damian Creighton, for stepping in tonight and a little more color broadcasting. I love it. Like to have you around. Damian Creighton, he was a 4-time state champ wrestler at Drexel, and listen to this guy, man. When you watch this film tonight, listen to his commentary. Some of you guys might pick up a thing or two. Folks, we'll be right back with Jackson Dean.
8 locations, a catering company and a food truck, right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts.
And we're back at Sussex Central High School. This is getting to be a little familiar here, Jackson. The last time you won a conference title here at Sussex Central, you were our outstanding wrestler. And tonight you gathered conference championship number 3, and you're again our outstanding wrestler. Tech fall in the first period. Dude, you look like you're on a mission out there tonight, the whole weekend. Talk about your tournament and your mindset.
Yeah, last year was a little bit of a letdown, losing in the semis at states. After that, you know, I composed myself, made new goals. It happened in the past. I had to put it behind me. All-American 3 times now. So this is just another stepping stone to next weekend to redeem myself from last year.
All right, 3 matches this weekend. 15-0 technical fall in the quarters. 16-0 technical fall in the semis. 15-0 first period technical fall in the finals. You weren't even pinning people. It's like you were sending a message to the state.
Yeah.
You were sending the message?
Yeah, well, actually, I wanted the OW. That was a goal. That's a goal for me next weekend, too.
Right.
That's what I'm shooting for, that OW, and with that should come the titles.
Right.
But before this weekend, my dad, he was texting me, he was like, look, do me a favor, go out and break these kids. You know? And I told him, I was like, I don't know, if I get a pin, I'm going to take it.
Right.
But yeah, the points, that was the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, our outstanding wrestler, the Sodell Concept outstanding wrestler, the second time in 3 years, Jackson Dean out of Cedars. Rodney Jackson, good luck next weekend.
Thanks, man.